picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Kalani Sitake has BYU trending. He's got a new contract. He's got stability coming off one of the best seasons in school history at 12-2. But they are not satisfied, just narrowly missing the college football playoff. The Cougars have more to prove in college football this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. To it and get this game going. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cowboys offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about football.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Just feeds the running back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down, and it'll be a touchback. So BYU's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bachmeier. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Martin. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliate, rough the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. At the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Harris. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the ball was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Trying to get behind the defense. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really has to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. Like, the injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football. Could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes. Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. Line advance. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Scanning the field is Meyer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. They're happy enough to try to take the points. The field goal unit heads out. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to play on each of their first 2 possessions. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Holman. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They're going to ride this running back. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And this has been a frustrating watch so far, guys. I mean, Jesse, you got to be loving the quarterback play here. I mean, just 0 for 6 to start the game. Like, no answers so far, not in rhythm, not accurate. Like, they've got to find something and find something fast because he's not settled in. He's a little bit rattled, and it's showing.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping on the ground inside. It's Martin. Makes a pass to Marker. Makes a stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 and they are rolling. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You're probably not going to always live in man-to-man and put your safety, especially your free safety, on a wide receiver, on a guy with great speed, but really nice coverage, nice defense, nice job staying between the receiver and the that ball to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. On target to the left. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Running the red zone. It's Martin. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. He'll do it himself. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Cougar! Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So an 82-yard drive there. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there was some advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Holman. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Cowboys will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The run inside. It's Harris. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, and they've got a little bit of space to operate, that's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a 1st down. Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hughes. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for 6. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the single back. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for a man, it's Bachmeier. Got a man, it's Phillips. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Quickly complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Number 97 on the field goal.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with the Cowboys head coach at the half. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you. Okay, Holly. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Bachmeier. Blasted as he lets it go. Good where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Martin. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds space on the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line.
Here we go. Ready.
Looking to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Push ahead on the sneak. Touchdown, Cougar! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
up to tack one more onto that lead. And with extra 14 to 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. It was finished off with the quarterback's. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the wideout. Contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And if this offense is getting back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those.
He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the BYU sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And I like where the quarterback got, because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it, because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
You know, this tight end's a weapon in the passing game. He runs good routes, normally has good hands, but didn't have them there.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Gets it to him on the screen. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Martin. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They give it to him again. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Delay to the back. It's Martin. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Running inside, it's Martin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Going for it all. He's got it. Touchdown, BYU! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Makes the catch. It's Holman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Reading the option, it's Hughes. Picks up the first down. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
At the 42. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Cowboys come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Back to pass, it's Hughes. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
They're working that left side. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Motion from the wideout. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Maybe some room here. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Cowboys! They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Cowboys vault back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Phillips. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught, and he's got room. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
They'll run it. It's Martin. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. The quarterback sneak. And they go for the sneak on 2nd down and nothing doing. Now a timeout called by the Cowboys, and they will have no more. That's their 3rd. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Off play action. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, BYU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
The score, BYU 27, Wyoming 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
Between the hedges, Dooley Field in Sanford Stadium. This is one of the best environments in all of sports, and it is rocking here today. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers against the Georgia Bulldogs. Great to have Holly Rowe join us reporting from the sidelines. Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Cornhuskers will get the first crack on offense today. And the real challenge for this group is the linebacking core on the other side. If you love defensive football, you'll enjoy watching these guys. They're so complete. They've been so dominant.
Chris, isn't it refreshing to get these all linebackers that are the best players on the defense again? It is like yesteryear, a throwback style of defense. They're so fast and so physical. It's a real challenge for any offense, and certainly they're going to have to locate, in particular, this middle linebacker here today.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. 2nd down and 11. Dropping back. It's Colandrea. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
A sack like that on 2nd down is a drive killer. Now we're in forever, and now this pass rush, you know it's going to have their ears pinned back. You are in a one-way go. This is a perfect opportunity to try to throw a screen, maybe a draw, trying to force this ball down the field. This is when turnovers happen. Well, it's a good stop on 3rd down, but really it was what they were able to do defensively on 1st and 2nd down, putting this offense behind the chains and off schedule. That leads to the 3rd down success.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. This offensive line has to step up and produce as they've done throughout the season. Joe, all the talk is this is going to be a line of scrimmage football game, so it's on them.
And they wouldn't want it any other way. You talk to these 5 guys up front, man, they love the idea that the identity of the offense is resting in their hands. And you're right, they want to go win the trenches. If they're able to do that, they've got a great chance to win today.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Offensive line getting set. It's 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Humphreys. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable 3rd down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
Punt carries into the end zone, so a touchback. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd to short. Now it's 2nd down here. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Chris, I think the true measure of a quarterback is not how you're playing when everything's going well, but how quickly can you bounce back from a mistake. And here, interceptions are going to happen, but what does the quarterback do moving forward? How quickly can he get back into rhythm?
On 1st down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. Now they call a run. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a 1st down.
And he stopped the front 7 all over him that time.
Boy, you can see the emphasis in the game plan from this defense. They know that they're going to see these types of concepts from this offense all day long, and they're ready for it here early in this game, and they create an obvious passing situation. This is exactly what they're going to need to do the rest of the game. Give their pass rush an opportunity on these long yardage situations.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Touchdown, Dogs! They find the end zone for the first time.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Here comes the rush. He's looking to scramble. And now the defense able to bring him down.
You got to be connected as a defense, and here the secondary does everything they can on this snap. Nowhere to throw the football, they do their job. But up front, this front 7 gets outside of their rush lanes, and because of that, there's a gap for the quarterback to scramble, and he stays ahead of the chains. That's a really nice scramble from the quarterback, but clearly this front 7's got to do a better job in their rush lanes.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. A booming punt headed toward the sideline. Kick lands out of bounds. They'll spot this down around the 20. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. Mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance and route to a touchdown. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. That's caught. It's Humphreys. They stop him, but it's a first down. So they get a big gain by feeding the speedy wide receiver drill. They told us they were going to do this. It makes sense. Get him the ball however you can.
Well, I really love that they're doing it with the RPO because that puts the defense in conflict, and then you can utilize that speed, and he's got more space to operate. The only thing the quarterback's got to make sure of, Chris, is delivering an accurate throw because, remember, timing plus ball placement, that equals yards after the catch.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here. You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to be in there to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30. It's Georgia on top right now. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on third down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on first down. You give up gains like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on first down.
It's caught. He's break. End zone ahead. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Chris, this is the quarterback's best friend right here. This goes down as a throw and a catch. So it's just stat padding at this point. Beautiful job on the outside. You also have to credit that offensive line. They cut down the edge, and this little pop pass is able to get the edge and get down the field. This was just a stalemate. Chris, it reminds me of one of those rugby scrums. You know, they all lock shoulders, and then they roll the ball underneath. Look at this. Nope.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front seven. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run first, and they're doing that.
Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Getting set. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Colandrea. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
It's a 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw here. He fires downfield. And that one's picked off. What a play. Breaks it. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And he'll be stopped for no gain. This run defense has been tough today. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Stop right at the line. That's sure tackling.
This is what makes this defense so tough. Great zone coverage behind the play, forcing the quarterback to check things down, but then the key, tackle in space.
Looking deep to the right side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down. The Huskers will have to kick it away. They'll kick it away here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. A solid gain of 7 on the completion. Sets them up now 2nd and 3. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line.
He's got a crease. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. On 2nd and inches, they've got 3 receivers bunched out to the left. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock.
Oh, he's got open space. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. That run picks up 1st down yardage. A fresh set of downs for this offense. To throw, it's Stockton. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Georgia. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. And that pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Great defense here and really good timing because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They test the middle but get stuck. That one goes nowhere. Now here comes the bunch formation. Dropping back. It's Stockton. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Oh, that's a big play by the defense because now the offense is off schedule. They're behind the chains on third down. They can get after them with the pass rush.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. The Cornhuskers will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Quarter is a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt.
Breaks. Here he goes. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Well, Chris, it's kind of like rinse and repeat on these sets of downs here. Quality run on first down, move the chains on second and third down, and stay on the field. This line is doing one heck of a job, in particular on first down.
Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
The running back's best friend. Hand the football off, move the chains. You don't have to do anything. It's totally mindless. You don't have to make a decision. You just get back into the huddle and you look at your teammates and you say, good job, boys. Let's keep it going.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Oh, they make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 6. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. This offense really clicking. Try to add the lead now with a PAT. Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Handoff heading left. They make the tackle. This defense doing a great job at containing the running back. Cruz hasn't got it going so far. They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th. They can't convert this 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, and they sack him. The pass rush making a big impact.
Well, it's tough for a quarterback on 3rd and long, but they just don't get the protection right here. There's nobody open. The offense is not executing at a high level. They need to get routes right at the stick so the quarterback can get the ball out of his hands.
And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And now the handoff. As the first down is still going. And they bring him down, but not before he reaches the 38. First down from there.
This defense has to adjust. You can't just allow them to run for first downs. You've probably got to commit more resources to stopping the run. Look for more middle closed defense. That means a single safety in the middle of the field. You put an extra hat in the run box in order to stop the run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Bulldogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing pressure. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
I really like the mindset of this quarterback. Take what the defense gives. You don't have to press the ball down the field all the time.
Quarterback keeps the football. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. After the run, there's a man down, injured on the field. The Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking.
Just been a dominant day from this group, and now a big lead here in the second half. It's so difficult to stop this offense. Their defense has played well, and that's led to this huge lead.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Starts with a quick pass to the left off the RPO. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 5-yard pickup on first down sets him up at 2nd and 5. A lot of play calling options here. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this defense is very good. I've been impressed, Chris, in particular on film. How many times?
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but he converts on 4th down.
Boy, as a defense, you got to understand that they're trying to get to the chains. I don't understand why they gave so much cushion there and allowed an easy completion for a first down.
Has the first down and more. Tackled, but first down.
Chris, running the football is so important. You can pick up first downs on these run plays. The offensive line doing a nice job. It just makes everything easier. It's easier on the play caller. It's easier on the...
Got an opening here. And they make the stop in what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's Georgia on top right now. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of stats. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the fourth quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Give a lot of credit to this defense here because this is the right play call. They're trying to utilize the success of the last snap, an explosive run, and they're trying to throw play action and get these safeties down in the box and take a big shot over the top. And the defense was ready. Nobody bites, and the defensive line.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. He goes out of bounds, stopped just short of the 30.
You cannot have a breakdown like that in coverage in this situation. You can't give up points on this drive, and this secondary has got to lock it up a little bit here. They've got to communicate better and see these route structures as they appear.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. That's good for first down yardage now at the 26.
Well, Chris, in modern football, having a back that can catch the ball out of the backfield is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and here's the reason why. You can't defend everything as a defense if the back can be a threat, and here on third down, he's able to move the chains with a nice leash. Chris, in this situation, down big, this 4 vertical route concept, just have it on repeat. You basically call it every single play.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it again. Delivers quickly to the left side. He makes the grab. He made the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. A draw to the back. And for the end zone. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, clearly this is a little too late to start establishing the run game. This is what they needed to do in the first quarter. Now they're down by a bunch. It's a multiple possession deficit, and now they start running the football? That's just devastating.
They try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
This offense is able to gain yards, run the football near the goal line. That is tough to do, and it sets you up for a little play action here. This defense has got to account for this run game because they're gaining positive yardage. Do you go play action? Maybe even get the quarterback on the outside.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, as a quarterback, you just say this is no chance. Look at the penetration from the defense. They're able to get in the backfield. There's nowhere to go with the football. The one thing you've got to do as a quarterback, not put the ball in harm.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They go to the air to reach the end zone.
Well, they finally get some success and cut into this lead, but it might be too little too late at this point. Probably need a couple of onside kicks. There's just not that many possessions left in the game.
There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he's got it. The 2-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a 2-score game. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 91, set to kick off.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
The back's got it. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. The sure hands. It's Wiley. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. First down and 10. Pounding away with the run game. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers, their first. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Here's the second down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Crucial third down play after that completion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. Nebraska will use a timeout here, their second. They've got 1 more timeout to use now.
It's so difficult to present pressure on the quarterback in a short yardage situation, and the defense is able to do it. That's a really nice job by this defensive coordinator and this defensive front getting home on third down.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Makes the catch and has space. He goes out of bounds, but a big chunk play moves the ball near the 50. Now Nebraska will call timeout. That's their last. They'll have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout. So just 1 play, and they're just shy of midfield now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Coming after him. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
This time it's complete. After the completion, we'll stop to check out an injured player on the field. That's a tough thing to see here in such a lopsided game. The Cornhuskers have first and 10 here. From the shotgun, drops back. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a wildly disappointing day for him. He came in with so many expectations, Chris, and they just haven't had the timing. Another incompletion here. They're down big. Man, this has got to be so frustrating.
It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play. It's victory formation. Quarterback run. Now we'll wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Platt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.